And joining us now, former Deputy National Security Advisor, Victoria Coates. Victoria, great to see you. Brian and I can talk stocks and economic indicators all day long, but I want to get into what are you looking at in terms of what is happening? Tell us, because it looks like from the outside, we see the blockade, but what else might be going on? What are the kind of touchstones that you are watching for? Do you really think that Iran will legitimately negotiate a deal?
Well, Darren, Dakin, rather, Brian, I was melding your names there. This is where our two worlds connect. With this economic side and the geopolitical side coming together. And I think it's where the United States is so powerful. We are the world's largest economy. We are now the world's largest energy producer. Iran can't mess with us the way they could have 20 years ago. And that's what's happening here. The president's reverse blockade, this idea that it's not Iran who controls the strait, it's the United States, is having the intended effect. And what we're seeing from the folks that track the ships around the Gulf, all those ships are heading to non-Iranian ports to take on cargoes. Nobody's going to the Iranian ports. So if the Americans do let up and let anybody out, it's going to be partnered and allied ships going to our friends who are going to get those cargoes, not the Iranians. They're not going to get the profits from that. And from what I've heard, if this goes on, Iran literally has about a month that they can limp along economically and continue to keep the lights on, keep the water flowing. Those two basic things are about all they'll be able to do. But if they can't start surging product out of the strait, they don't have any options. So I do think they have to come back to the table. The Vice President put a good deal on the table for them in Islamabad. They should have taken it. Maybe they'll take it on Thursday. We'll see.
Let me ask you about the Mossad leader's comments. He's saying, look, we're not going to declare victory here until the extremist regime is gone. President Trump hasn't necessarily used that kind of language. He's indicated he's willing to deal with people who are part of the Iranian regime, but maybe on the more reasonable end. Do you think there's daylight between the Israelis and the Americans on this issue, and is that going to be a problem?
Well, Brian, what I would say is that we are a sovereign nation and Israel is a sovereign nation. A lot of people lose sight of that distinction, and the president had very clear goals for this mission from the beginning. That was preventing the Iranian regime from getting a nuclear weapon, which was an intolerable threat to the American people. When he realizes that goal, he's not going to, that will be the conclusion of the American errand. At the same time, he has said he would like to see new leadership in Tehran. For Israel, the perspective is a little bit different. They're a country of 9 million people, very proximate to Iran. For them, regime change is much more important. That doesn't mean we're in conflict with each other. It just means we have different national interests, which happen in this case to be highly complementary and have led to the extraordinary bilateral cooperation in Operation Epic Fury, where we've worked together so effectively. And I think everyone from China to Russia to Cuba have seen the effectiveness of that partnership and taken note. So I don't see that as a problem. I think that's a perfectly natural thing between allies with different sovereign interests.
You mentioned China. Chinese officials, including Xi Jinping, speaking out on the Iran conflict. The foreign minister calling America's blockade dangerous and irresponsible. Well, of course they would say that because the United States let the Iranian oil not only get loaded onto tankers, but get exported and sold. And Iran was making about $175 million a day. Who was the buyer? 95% of it, it was China. And last year, before the conflict even started, Iran was the third biggest deliverer of oil to China behind, I think, Saudi Arabia and Russia, provided 11% of China's oil. So sure, China has gotten it good during this conflict, and now it's getting cut off because of President Trump.
It is getting cut off. And what's more, Dagan, the Treasury Department announced this afternoon something they're calling economic fury as the complement to Epic Fury, the military program. And I've always said the second front to this war is economic. You know, a lot of experts will tell you air power won't win a conflict unilaterally. That's true. But you can have this second front, which is economic. That's where our worlds come together. And in this case, what Treasury is saying is all those sanctions are going back on. That temporary waiver is going away. We're going to enforce the heck out of every power we have to prevent Iran from getting a penny. And during the first term, we got them down to 200,000 barrels a day. We can get it lower now.
Victoria Coates, very glad to have your expertise tonight. Thanks for joining us.